Opening event day 1C today makes day 3 of the Aussie Million series. There's 17 days in total, so we're just getting warmed up, but now's the time to really make sure I'm playing sharp, because yesterday when I exposed my hand too early, that's not being sharp. I decided to spend the day in Berwick. This is the town I grew up in, just seeing some family, getting some outdoors. It's pretty nice here. I think it beats studying hands at home. I think it beats lining up at the Crown, trying to get a ticket. Apparently there are 100 alternates in. People aren't even getting seats yet. So I think I'm pretty happy with this decision. I'll be in there in about 3 to 4 hours. I'll probably start with 30 or 40 bigs. I think that's plenty. And worst case scenario, I'll end up playing day 1D if I have to. And then finally, there's phase 3s to play. There's 5, 10, 20 Hold'em cash. There's 10, 20, 40 PLO cash, which I was also playing last night. There's a lot on. Now it's time to get sharp. See you in there soon. So there's 6 minutes left before break, and on this break, registration's finished, so it'd be nice to get through to the break without having to rebuy. I got 16 big blinds, and under the gun 8 opens. It folds to me on the button. I look down at 9s. So straight away in my head, I'm like, 9s is all in for sure. I sit there for about 10 seconds though. I don't want to snap jam it in. I look across to the guy, and he's kind of like wiggling in his seat a little bit. Almost look like he's pretending to be nervous. And I'm thinking, this doesn't feel right. And next thing you know, I'm all in, and he calls with aces. And I'm like, oh, it's just so annoyed at myself for going all in. I could have simply just called and taken a post flop. I mean, my first reaction was, why didn't I just fold? But folding 9s is a bit absurd, because what if my read is wrong? But had the spidey senses and didn't listen. So really annoyed at myself. Now I'm on my Quattro bullet. Hopefully get through this time. The field is absolutely massive. The prize pool is going to be huge. Let's try again. And there goes board number 4. Just to replay some of these hands, they're all just finicky pre-flop spots. The button shoves for 9 big blinds. I'm in a small blind with 14 big blinds and ace-5 offsuit. I'm pretty sure I should be getting that in. I do, but maybe there's a case for passing on the spot and just preserving my own 14 big blinds. Not sure, but I went with the ace-5 and lost that. Then I had 7 big blinds in the hijack with 9-6 suited. I went all in with that and got a double up. Again, it feels a little bit loose, but I'm not sure if I need to take it or just wait for a better spot, which is not going to be too many coming up. And then the last spot I had was King 7 offsuit on the button with 7 big blinds, and I jammed that one to bust. So I'll review all of those a bit later, and just as a bit of a sense check. In the meantime, we've got flight 1D left. There's an hour worth of reg. I probably should max late reg it, but because the field is so big, I'm going to jump in now and just try spin it up. It just means I risk an extra bullet, but I think it's worth the risk given the field size and the prize pool so big. Whew, here comes bullet 5. Busted the 5th bullet in the opening, flight 1D, finito. And that's it, in for 5 bullets. And just reflecting on the entire tournament, a couple of spots I misplayed. The Queen Jack suited on day 1A, Ace Jack offsuit day 1A, I 3-bet folded instead of just jamming button versus cutoff. So that's 2 I can think of. The Ace Queen, I accidentally exposed my cards. If I didn't do that, maybe he calls King Queen, I get a double up. He probably would call because I was short. Then there's the pocket 9s today that I 3-bet jammed into aces. Kind of forgivable because that's kind of how the hand's supposed to be played, but it's a live game, you get all this extra information. Could have just called pre-flop and not busted that hand. So that's 4 key hands where I made a mistake. But it's okay to make mistakes because it's impossible to play flawlessly. Although these mistakes, some of them probably should have been better. And then you look at the hands that did go well for me. I had the set double up on day 1A, and then that's about it. There's not much that happened for me. I only got kings once in the entire 5 bullets, and that I got a walk. No aces, no other big hands. I had a failed bluff today, which is an interesting hand. I should probably talk about that one. And yeah, just not much happened. Another thing that I thought about today was I had to fold a lot of big blinds to opens. I just got a lot of 10 deuce offsuit, hands like that. Just some hidden variants that you don't normally think about. As for the bluff today, we start the hand 35 big blinds effective, and I open the cutoff with Jack 7 suited. The big blind defends. He's a guy, don't know who he is, but playing tight. The flop comes King 9, 3, 2 spades and a club. I've got diamonds. I go B33 on the flop, he calls. I assume it's a range bet spot, and even if it's not, I'm just going to play it as it is because I don't think this guy's going to be defending the flop enough. The turn's a 4, bringing an additional flush draw. He checks. I've got 0 equity, so I'm just checking this one back and mostly giving up. The river comes a 5, so it's King 9, 3, 4, 5. He checks again, and the pot's got 14.5k into it. We've got 45k to play, and I got Jack high, no showdown. He can have plenty of hands that call the flop, fold the turn. Is it a 3? Is it a 9? Could even be queen high with a missed flush draw, ace high with a missed flush draw, ace high backdoor flush draw. So I think it's a fine spot to bluff, and I would go 14k into 14.5k. And he goes, "Oh, do you have ace deuce?" And I'm thinking, yes, please. I think I have ace deuce. And he eventually calls with a pair of 9s, and I lose that hand. And that was kind of interesting because I don't think I can bet the turn, but I'll check out if I can. And on the river, I was even considering just overbetting big just to make sure I get the job done. And then I later decided that it wasn't necessary, that 14k should achieve the same thing. I'll never know. But apart from those few hands, not much got going. Didn't really catch any cards, and that's poker. We'll try again in the next event.